You pay $139 a year for free shipping, except it isn't free and it isn't about shipping. That single fee charged to over 200 million people worldwide is the engine behind one of the most profitable flywheels ever built. And almost none of those 200 million people understand what they actually bought. When Amazon Prime launched in 2005, it cost $79 a year and promised 2-day shipping. On paper, that sounds like a logistic product, a delivery upgrade, but delivery was never the point. The point was getting you to stop comparison shopping. Here's the mechanic. Once you've paid for Prime, every purchase decision changes shape. You're no longer asking, is this the best price? You're asking, can I get this for free right now on the platform I already paid into? That second question is far easier to say yes to, and it's far more profitable for Amazon. Studies have shown Prime members spend dramatically more per year than non-Prime shoppers, often 2 to 3 times as much. The membership fee isn't the product, it's the unlock code for completely different psychology. Let's call this what it is. Amazon doesn't make its real money convincing you to buy single items. It makes its money convincing you to stop checking anywhere else. The free shipping threshold for a non-member is around $35. Fall short of that, and you pay extra or wait longer. Prime erases that friction entirely, and erasing friction is worth more to Amazon than almost any product margin. Now follow the pipeline downward. The shipping promise sits at the top of the funnel, the same way the hot dog sits at top of Costco's. It's the trust signal, the thing that feels almost too good, the thing that makes the rest of the relationship feel fair by comparison. Beneath that sits the membership wall. You pay once a year, and that single payment reframes every transaction underneath it for the next 12 months. This is where the psychology compounds. Once you've paid $139, a quiet obligation kicks in. You feel pressure to use the membership, to make it worth the cost. So you stream a show on Prime Video instead of checking a competitor. You order the small thing today instead of waiting to bundle it with something else next week. You stop opening other tabs. Each of those tiny decisions feels free in the moment because you already paid for the unlock. But each one quietly removes a comparison you would have had otherwise made. Amazon has built an entire empire on top of that removed comparison. Once friction disappears, customers stop being price-sensitive shoppers and start behaving like subscribers. And subscribers don't renegotiate every purchase. They just keep on clicking that button, they already works. This is what most people miss entirely. Amazon's retail margins on individual products are notoriously thin, sometimes close to break even once you account for fulfillment costs. But Prime membership revenue collected once a year from over 200 million people drops almost straight to profit. There's a very little additional cost required to collect that fee beyond what Amazon already would be spending to run the platform. It behaves less like retail income and more like a subscription business stacked quietly inside a retail business. And once that subscription revenue is locked in, something even more valuable happens. Amazon stops needing to win every single purchase decision on price. It only needs to win the renewal. That's an entirely different competitive battle, and it's one Amazon built its entire infrastructure to dominate. Comparing Amazon to Walmart or Target on price misses the real competition. Amazon is competing with Netflix and Spotify for your attention and for your annual renewal, not with a corner store for your grocery basket. And here is the scaling twist, the part that sounds backwards until you trace the incentive all the way through. Amazon could raise prices on individual products and capture more margin overnight. Instead, the company has spent 2 decades adding more value into Prime Bundle. Video streaming, music, photo storage, faster delivery windows, exclusive deals. Every addition makes the annual fee feel like a better and better deal, even as the fee itself has crept upward from $79 at launch to $139 today. The bundle keeps growing, specifically so the price increases never feel like a betrayal. That's the mechanism protecting the entire relationship. The moment a Prime member feels like they're being squeezed, they start questioning the whole arrangement, the same way a Costco member would start questioning the hot dog. So Amazon keeps adding perceived value to the front end, while the back end quietly captures the real prize, a renewing subscription base larger than the population of most countries. This is the loss leader economics functioning at the scale of $1 trillion logistics network. Costco does this with the hot dog. Apple does it with the hardware versus services revenue. Amazon scaled the same idea into shipping speed and content access, then wrapped a recurring annual fee around the entire experience. So what does this mean for your own operation? Strip away the warehouse and the delivery trucks, and you're left with a transferable framework. Find the single friction point your customers feel most often, the moment where they normally pause and compare you to a competitor. Then build a membership, a subscription, or a reoccurring relationship that removes that friction permanently in exchange for upfront commitment. Most businesses try to win every transaction individually. Amazon proved that winning the renewal is worth more than winning any single scale. Ask yourself what your shipping fee is. Is there one piece of friction in your customer experience that, if removed through a membership, would quietly change how your customers shop with you and for the rest of the year? If you do not know the answer yet, look at where your customers hesitate the most. That hesitation point is exactly where the opportunity is hiding. Audit your own funnel the way Amazon audits Prime engagement constantly, adding value where renewal is at risk and quietly increasing price where loyalty is already locked in. Most businesses chase margin on every transaction. Amazon chased renewal on one relationship and let the transactions take care of themselves. You pay $139 a year for free shipping, but what you're really paying for is permission to stop comparing. Find your version of that permission, build a system around it, and you won't just be running a store anymore. You'll be running a renewal machine that customers forget they can opt out of.